This crown was the last piece I made this year. Let me show you how I did it. As a base, I used thick brass wire to roughly create the shape I had in mind. I wanted a strong yet flowy design with a big labradorite in the middle. So the first thing I had to do was to cut up all the individual wire pieces that were going to build this elven-inspired kind of shape. It actually took a lot of time off camera to file down the edges of the wires into the right angles, but then it was time to solder. My small hand torch almost wasn't strong enough to work on this big wire gauge, but after a bit of patience, it worked out perfectly. Since this piece was way too big to be put in my usual pickle bath to get rid of the oxidation, I instead sanded down the whole crown with a 120 grit polishing wheel. And once it was clean, I got started on the setting for the stone. I had some brass sheet lying around that was a bit too thick for this purpose, so I thinned it out with my rolling mill and started bending it into shape to get a nice snug fit for the stone. After I made sure that the stone fit into the crown nicely, I soldered it into place and started setting. This took me a little longer because the setting was still a bit too thick to be pushed over the edges of the stone easily. But once it was nice and shiny, I decided to name this piece the Circe crown. You can read more about the background of the name in the caption if you like. This one was a big project which I'm truly proud of, and I'm happy to say that